Hi guys, I'm back because I came upon something interesting. And if I was her ex, I would have this bitch in court so fast for what do you call it? Defamation of character, for slander, because this bitch is out of control with her accusations. It's amazing how she could get away with all these accusations. I mean, seriously. Let's listen.
Okay, so in New York City or any other place, when someone's on the ledge, when someone's about to jump off the building, there's a group of people that encourage the person to jump. Did you guys know that? That's what the haters are in this chat when you've hit bottom and you're building your way towards your path. Did you check your PayPal? Not yet. No. If you're standing on the ledge,
Do you ever not cry?
there are going to be people to tell you to jump.
I mean, she thinks everybody wants her to die. Everybody wants her to kill herself. They're words. People that say things to you are because they don't like you. They're not telling you, go kill yourself, go die. I hope you die. You don't see that. They're haters. Everybody on the internet has haters. And they talk shit. Everybody has haters. And I guarantee you, there's people out there that have a hell of a lot more haters than you do. If you can believe that.
Don't do it. I went through a very difficult time in my life where I was overdosing and my ex-husband watched me as I was struggling to breathe.
Right there.
Instead
That
of calling 911.
I would have her in court just for that one sentence right there.
I could have gone under cardiac arrest. I could have died. And he watched me. He admitted to that. Would you do that to someone you loved? But first of all, you wouldn't put your hands on them. You wouldn't do what he did to me, and y'all don't even know. And I'm not over it.
When they were on Dr. Phil, he stuck up for her. He kept sticking up for her.
So every time he makes those lies about me, every time he has that group of people come after me.
Right. Sure, Jan.
I regress. 10 years is a long time. 10 years is a long time. And the consequences and repercussions of those 10 years when you're looking at your credit report, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember when he opened up that credit card in my name. Because he needed money for child support. We didn't even have food.
She's blaming him again. She's playing the blame game.
That $5,000 credit line so he could get things for his daughter's graduation. Oh yeah. So he could get all of those baseball cards.
I call bullshit.
I paid one of them off. But that's not all of them. And did I open up more credit at Kohl's buying makeup and all that shit? Yes, I did. Did I pay it off? Yes, I did. Do I still do those Kohl's shopping sprees? No, I don't. When he owed taxes and we couldn't get a house because his ex-wife got an eviction on her record. But see, the person who he's with now, she paid off all his debts. The Volvo, the things. But when we were living, that he didn't want to pay for the condo anymore, so he moved himself in with me. Then he's like, oh, the storm ruined my stuff. No, it didn't, because y'all saw when I kicked him out. He had stuff. None of his stuff was ruined. None of his stuff was ruined. But what they try to do is isolate you. And if they can't abuse you in other ways, financial abuse is real, and they put you in a position that you can't get out of.
Where
And
did you read
if
that?
it weren't for OnlyFans, trying to get the yellow out of my hair. My fingers turn purple. I use that yellow shampoo, or the purple shampoo. I made some mistakes, and only I have myself to blame.
Hey, don't you keep blaming
And I
him?
couldn't get out of it. I couldn't get out of it at that time. And when I divorced him, I didn't make him responsible for any of the bills. So it's my fault.
Wow.
It's my fault.
Blame yourself for that one.
I have to go in a second here, but I want to let you guys know that I just had that moment to cry. And I'm going to put these pieces back together again. This is the one and only time I'm going to cry over this. Yesterday and today. Why are you repeating this story? It won't help you right now. You have to wonder how you got here, what put you in this position, and how the hell are you going to get out of it so you don't make that mistake again. I'm not enjoying what's happening right now. But I'm determined. Suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Okay. I just want to say this. She's not losing. So she says she didn't lose her house or where she lives because of money. It's because, I don't think I got it on here, but it's because people kept coming to her house. The neighbors were complaining because people kept coming to her house, and all brought on by haters. I've only heard her say maybe 2 or 3 times somebody came to her house. He might not have wanted to renew it for many reasons. Maybe she was late all the time. But she only has YouTube. Okay? Sure, she makes money for YouTube, but she has said that her YouTube pays her car payment. So she's trying to say that she only makes $250 a month off YouTube. Okay, if that's the case, how are you surviving? If you can't pay your car payment and your rent and groceries and everything else, then you also need to have a job to help you. There's a lot of people that do make a certain amount of money on YouTube, but also have to have a job. So when people say to you, you need a job, and you say, I don't need a job, well, do you have enough money now to find a place, put down the first month's rent and a deposit? Do you have that money now? Obviously, you do need a job. I'm in the same situation. I'm moving in about probably 2 months, hope maybe 3. I have to work. I am on disability, but I have to work my job, which is perfect for me because when my back or knees start hurting, I can pause my dash and sit, for an hour if I want, 2 hours, and then go back to work. I can't do that at any other job. So this job is perfect, and you can work while you're on disability, but you can only make so much. But I get out there and I do it because I have to save that money so I can find myself a place. And I will have to keep working because I will be paying more in an apartment. I know that I have to do that. So you are going to have to find yourself a job because obviously your little online slutty thing is not bringing you a lot of money. Just saying.
We got work to do today. Suck it up, Buttercup. This is what life handed me. What am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about it? Game face on.
What are you going to do?
I'm determined. I have things to build. I'm going to pick up these pieces. And I'm going to get back on top of where I need to be. Because I am not a victim. What am I learning from this? What am I learning from this? Is to be grateful and thankful for all of the little things. I'm not asking people for money. I am working through, I'm processing all of this, and I'm sharing it as a real person. So kick me while I'm down, but I'm not going to be down for long. I'm not going to be down for long, and let this be testimony of where I am and what it takes to make it to where I'm going to be. Nothing has been handed to me. Nothing. And I deserve every little bit of karma that comes at me.
Again.
No, I was being silly. I'm not asking for sushi money. Ask and it shall be given. Okay, please give me sushi money. I need help. I need help with the power of positive thinking. Game face on. I'm a survivor, and I'm going to survive this. I will not be defeated. God is with me. I am in God's house. So I may have lost all of those things, but I'm not too proud. I'm not too proud. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it.
It'll be hard if you haven't saved money.
All of the things that I took for granted. All of the things that I took for granted. Yes, light blue, yes. I need all of the help that I can get right now. Because I put myself here. And I'm going to help myself get out of it. So if that means sleeping in my car, if that means my dog is safe, my dog is safe. But I surrender to God. I surrender to God. And I apologize for my past. I was ignorant and I didn't know. And I know better now. I know that I can do this. And I'm not going to give up. And I'm not going to give in. I'm not. So if that means I have to eat humble pie for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I shall do that. No, I don't believe anybody. The same people who call. So my hater is sitting back and laughing right now because she thinks she got the best of me, that her words got me homeless. But you know what, though? I'll survive Because you don't understand the kind of woman I am. You don't understand the kind of woman I am. You don't understand the kind of woman I am.
You already said that.
I am not giving up.
You can't give up. Gotta find a home.
I am not giving up. And I'm not going to hold my head down. I'm going to hold my head up high. This is who I am. God made me who I am.
You're just getting pissed.
I'm uniquely and wonderfully made by Him. And this only makes my story stronger. So these battles, these obstacles that I am challenged with, it's not by choice. It is not by choice. It is not by choice. And I'm going to help other people. Once I get through all of this, I am going to help a multitude of people.
Yeah, how?
So you can sit there and you can laugh at me as I'm being real and raw and honest. Because I was in a position where I thought I could do no harm. And guess what? The consequences and repercussions of my actions put me in a position. I'm going to fight for my life now. 5 years ago, I was a completely different person. 5 years ago. But I am not that person anymore. And I refuse to be a victim. And I refuse.
That person 5 years ago is still inside her. It's just under the surface, and it's going to come through again, and she's going to be the same thing. Every time she gets here and starts talking about motivation and stuff, it's not going to be long before she starts being toxic again. It doesn't take long. Something's going to set her off, and she's going to go off again, call people names, and go nuts. Doesn't take long. It always happens.
They isolated me. They terrorized me. And you know why they did that? You know why they did that? Because I was a weak individual who hadn't come in herself yet. I was a weak woman who allowed those people to rent space in my head. Do you think I'm afraid of the girl now who used to carry a baseball bat and talk trash and chase me around Sneed's Ferry, North Carolina? No!
What?
I dare that person to meet me face to boobs again. She couldn't meet me face to face. She wasn't tall enough. But behind the screen, they think they're gigantic. But when you see them face to face, they're nothing. They're nothing. But they're an extension of my ex-husband who said I wouldn't leave the marriage alive. Yes, I did.
Oh, there we go again.
Yes, I did. And every day that God wakes me up, I survived. So no matter what they try to do to smear me, no matter what they try to do to hold me down, it's not going to work. God has us here for a reason. And by golly, I know that this pain that I'm suffering with right now is not in vain. It is not in vain. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm not destructive. I don't want to hurt anybody. No, I want peace. I want happiness. I don't trust anybody on the internet. For the most part, if I can't verify who they are,
Mhm.
When I was trapped in my situation, he wanted me to not vlog. He wanted me to not tell my story. None of this needs to be on the internet. Fight
Right.
with me and argue with me and hit me.
Oh, yeah.
He would hit me,
Oh, shit.
and it hurt. And the things that he said to me hurt. And the level of life that I was living, that was not me. And I felt like I had no way out. So when the cameras weren't on, you didn't know. Like, I look back, I was screaming inside of myself. I needed help, but I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't have the strength, I didn't have the courage, I didn't have the energy. I was beat down. I allowed myself that toxicity, and I was so toxic. But I'm not that person anymore, and I don't have to prove it. I know who I am, and I know what I'm about. My story means something. Small town girl, big city heart says, Job's story is very meaningful to me. God allowed Satan to take almost everything from Job because Satan said Job would not be faithful to God after he lost everything, but Job stayed faithful.
All right. I'm going to cut it here because I got to get upstairs and clean. Yeah, listen, I mean, I got a story to tell. All right. But I'm not going to. Have I thought of writing a book? Yeah, I have. But I can't because I want to protect my kids. I don't want my kids knowing everything about their father because they have an image of him right now, and I'm not going to ruin that. Yeah, he was a good man, but we did a lot of things that weren't really good, and I don't want them to know that. I also don't want, because I don't know if my abuser is still alive, and I don't know where he is. I don't know if he knows anything about YouTube or if there's people out there that know anything. And I don't want to write anything because if I write a story about how he strangled me or, the things he used to do to me, and he finds out, he's the kind that would track me down and come around, and I do not want that. I'm still scared of him. And yeah, if he found out, he would try to find me. So I can't. Until I find out he's dead, maybe I'll say something more, more things that happened. But, I had a hard life and I did survive. But anyway, yeah, she'll come in there and say it's my fault. I didn't plan, but then she'll turn around in the same breath and blame it on her husband, her ex-husband, or she'll blame it on her haters. She can't. I mean, she's wishy-washy. She doesn't know what she's doing. She'll take the blame and then turn around in the next breath and blame it on somebody else. So anyway, that's her there, delusional Trisha, and yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do my cleaning and then relax. I haven't relaxed since I came home from work. Now I gotta clean, cook dinner, and I don't know, maybe take a nap. So I'll see you guys again. I will upload the first one, and when I'm done cleaning, I'll upload the second one. So I will see you guys hopefully later, if not tomorrow. Hopefully. See you guys. Bye now.